Welcome back to another Explainer. Today, we're looking at a truly intense, ruthless, and honestly ancient war. We're talking about a massive, bloody conflict that has been raging, completely uninterrupted, for thousands of years. It's highly tactical, it's a sheer battle for survival, and you know what the craziest part is? It's literally happening right beneath our feet.
Okay, let's dive right into this, because this isn't some war of human nations. No, this is a high-stakes biological battle between two incredible insect forces. And the stakes? They're incredibly high for us, too. Why? Well, because the battlefield where this whole thing plays out is often the soil in our gardens, the foundations of our buildings, and yeah, the wooden framing of our very own homes. One of these factions has the power to turn solid wood into absolute dust. So for all you students of extreme insect biology out there, here is our tactical breakdown for today. We're going to cover the hidden underground war, meet the insect rivals, masters of colony architecture, the military tactical force, the mud tunnel battle, and finally, who wins the war. All right, let's get started. Section 1, the hidden underground war. First up, let's just set the stage for this underground clash. Imagine an incredibly suspenseful nature documentary, but it's playing out on a microscopic scale right in your backyard. We're looking at a relentless battle between two non-human forces. On one side, you have this aggressive, highly organized offensive swarm. On the other side, defensive experts that survive by consuming cellulose. They are literally turning the solid wood of trees, and sometimes our houses, into dirt and dust. And when these two forces cross paths, total chaos erupts. Section 2, meet the insect rivals. So who exactly are the combatants in this high-stakes drama? Now, what's really interesting here is how this completely shatters a super common misconception. A lot of people think termites are just, white ants. But biologically speaking, that couldn't be further from the truth. Termites actually belong to the cockroach family tree. They're these ancient wood-eating survivors. And on the other hand, we have ants, which are actually closely related to bees and wasps. So you're looking at two entirely different evolutionary lineages just crashing into each other. Section 3, Masters of Colony Architecture. Let's shift our focus to the defensive side of this war, the termites. To really get termites, you have to understand this core concept, colony architecture. This is the intricate construction of defensive structures, like those massive underground mounds and elaborate mud tunnels built specifically to protect their resources. Listen, termites are not naturally aggressive creatures looking to pick a fight. Their main goal in life is simply to eat wood and protect their fortress. They are master builders, constantly fortifying their homes against the outside world. Section 4, the military tactical force. But unfortunately for the termites, that outside world is actively hunting them. Enter the ants, our military tactical force. And this brilliantly illustrates just how different their military strategies are. Notice their totally opposing roles. The ants act as an offensive tactical force, right? While the termites are strictly defensive architects. The termites just want to protect their colony and eat wood. But the ants? They view the termites purely as a massive, highly nutritious protein source. To the ants, a termite mound is basically a giant walking buffet. Their strategy is a disciplined, visionary swarm, while the termites' only hope is to fortify and seal their walls. Section 5, the mud tunnel battle. So what happens when the swarm finally reaches the fortress? We get to the climax, the mud tunnel battle. But before we look at the battle itself, you need to know this biological term, chemical defense mechanisms. Because look, when the walls are breached, the termites don't just give up. Certain termite soldiers have actually evolved to deploy toxic or deterrent chemical sprays right into the faces of their attackers. This is the exact desperate weaponry they use when the ants break through. Let's break down exactly how this violent encounter plays out in real time. Step 1, an ant scouting party discovers a termite mud tunnel, and the swarm violently breaches the dirt wall. Instantly, Step 2 kicks in. The vulnerable, soft-bodied termite workers retreat deep into the colony, while these specialized termite soldiers with massive, terrifying jaws rush forward to the front lines. Step 3, it is absolute warfare. These termite soldiers unleash their chemical defense mechanisms, spraying toxins to blind and halt the ant invasion. But then, Step 4, the ants unleash their ultimate strategy, overwhelming numbers. The disciplined ant swarms surround the termite soldiers, completely outmaneuvering them and quite literally dismantling the defenders piece by piece. Section 6, who wins the war?
It is incredibly intense, just a microscopic battlefield totally littered with the fallen. Which brings us to the ultimate question. Who actually wins this war? Let's survey the aftermath. So the crucial point is, it's kind of a draw, depending on how you define victory. In the immediate violent skirmish, the ants almost always win. Their attacking strategies and sheer numbers are just way too advanced. The victorious ant swarm will literally carry the defeated, chopped-up termites back to their own nest as a rich protein prize. But, and this is a huge but, the termites rarely lose the entire war. Remember that colony architecture we talked about? Well, while the soldiers were dying at the breach, the termite workers were busy internally sealing off the rest of the tunnels with mud and saliva. They sacrifice a few to save the millions, ensuring the colony survives to rebuild another day.
It's such a brilliant, brutal cycle of nature. But let's bring this biology lesson a little closer to home. Literally, think about the wooden beams holding up your roof, or the floorboards right under your feet. If this ancient, ruthless war broke out in the wood of your very own house, whose side would you actually take? The invasive ants hunting for protein, or the wood-eating termites silently turning your home to dust? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I would absolutely love to hear who you're rooting for. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.